Unleash your lawyers. Vikki Ziegler, family law attorney in New York. Courtney Anderson, defense attorney, Austin. Alan Ripka, defense attorney, New York. Out to you, Courtney. You're the Texas lawyer. And isn't it true in Texas, the death of an unborn child constitutes its own separate homicide, which screams death penalty?
The short answer to all of that, Nancy, is absolutely yes. Certainly a baby that was that far along is a viable person on their own. It's just heartbreaking, and certainly Texas has a reputation. We lead the nation in death penalty cases.
It was expanding the family that Leah Jackson's loved ones were looking forward to doing. Instead, they're now dealing with a loss. Relatives say the 27-year-old, who was 8.5 months pregnant with a baby boy, was stabbed more than 20 times here at her home. The unborn child did not survive.
A 27-year-old woman, 8 months pregnant, was stabbed multiple times.
Stabbed more than 20 times. She struggled to protect her baby.
The attack left Leah Jackson and her unborn son dead.
You can see the trail of blood on her driveway.
She managed to make it to her mother's home next door, where she reportedly told her the attacker was a cousin of her baby's father. Later that morning, the baby's father was found shot to death at an apartment complex miles away. Now police are working to link the two crimes, and a person of interest is in custody.
We are taking your calls. Let's go out to the lawyers. Vikki Ziegler, New York. Courtney Anderson, Texas. Alan Ripka, New York. Courtney, you reminded us about Texas's record with the death penalty, right up there with Florida and California. Vikki Ziegler, weigh in.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be a triple homicide. This fetus, this unborn fetus, is considered an individual under homicide fetal laws. I think that absolutely they're going to charge this individual once they arrest somebody. We don't know if the person of interest is the actual person that did this to this poor woman, her unborn child, and her fiance. But I think they're going to definitely go for a triple homicide capital murder case.
Well, okay, if the same person didn't kill both, for those of you just joining us, a 27-year-old pregnant mom, pregnant with her first child, an unborn baby boy, Leah Jackson, who was the school nurse at an elementary school, found stabbed over 20 times in her own home, there alone in the dark as she lay sleeping, attacked. Many of her wounds were defense wounds. She crawls out of the home trying to save the baby. To Alan Ripka, what about it? People are asking about enemies, but how many enemies is a school nurse going to have?
Well, it may not be an enemy of hers, like she said. It was her baby's father's cousin. Maybe this cousin...
Oh, please, put Ripka up. What? This just sounds just like the Colombian drug lord that Martin Garagos tried to... Wait, no, I'm getting him confused. No, that's what O.J. Simpson's lawyer, Johnny Cochran, said. The Colombian drug lord? No, it's all getting confused. They all defense attorneys blame a drug lord.
No, not a drug lord.
Is that where you're going?
No, Nancy.
That this wipe out of the entire family because somebody didn't like the husband?
This is a classic revenge, well planned out, two people, boyfriend and girlfriend and their baby, by someone who hated them both or hated one of them and used that, killing both of them, to hurt that one person.
Paul Pizzone, how likely is that?
Personally, what he's stating, I hate to agree with the defense attorney any day of the week, but taking out the child means that that suspect may have felt betrayed in some way and wanted to harm one or both of them and figured if I take all three of them out, I'm really going to send my point across because they were so emotional. It's horrific, but he might be right in some sense.
She's not here with us anymore. She made it to her mother's front door and banged on the door and relayed to my aunt that she felt who had done this. Whoever did this didn't have a conscience.
Examined. She will not, obviously, be in court to be cross-examined. But what about the exception, Vikki Ziegler, the exception to the hearsay rule called dying declaration?
Absolutely. The exception to the hearsay rule will allow the state to bring in her mother to absolutely testify regarding Leah Jackson's last words, her dying words, the only person that she was able to tell potentially who did this to her and her fetus.
This was as this pregnant mom, just 27 years old, the school nurse, is being airlifted through the sky to try to save her life and the life of her unborn baby boy. 9 months pregnant, did she utter a clue to cops?